Hey guys, Derek here. Welcome back to the channel, or welcome for the first time if you are new. We are back to watch another episode of The Pitt. This is Season 2, Episode 14, 8 p.m. This is the penultimate episode of the season, and I am ready to feel pain. We are damn near at the absolute depth, if not almost at the absolute depth of Robbie's depression. Who knows where that's going to lead? I know that it's going to be rough for me to watch in particular, but there's also a lot of other stuff going on that I'm interested to see where it goes. So, before we jump into this, if you end up enjoying my reaction, please leave a like on the video. It means a lot to me. If you're new here, hit subscribe, ring the bell so you're notified when I upload, especially if you want to see me watch the finale of The Pitt. And then if you want to see the full uncut version of this reaction, consider supporting me on Patreon. That is linked in the description down below. You just sync up your own copy of the episode and you can watch along with me. And then lastly, if you like video games, consider subscribing to my gaming channel, also linked in the description down below. I'll talk a little bit more about that later. But other than that, I think that's all I got. So let's jump into another episode of The Pitt.
What's up, Ghost Rider? You good?
Ghost Rider.
Okay, kids, bye-bye time. Thanks for the trip down memory lane.
Yeah, get out of here. Never come back.
We've got 5 patients in beds waiting to be seen. How do you want to play this? Man-to-man or zone?
Zone. Have Cruz and Ellis split up the new 5. You take north and central, I'll take south and prom.
Cool. Want to switch at 1 a.m.?
Why?
Just for fun?
I thought that was garlic. Oh, sorry.
The night shift is so locked in.
Hey, let's do this and get out of here.
What's the hurry? Got some hay to pitch?
He's got a farmer's wife to screw.
My ID badge is missing.
No, the one you just got? How'd you lose it?
I don't know, must have come off.
Classic. Hope you remember your login and password.
Okay, retrace your steps. Where'd you have it last?
Ogilvy in the ambulance bay.
Out with Colonel Mustard in the library?
Who's... What? No.
Boy has no clue.
He probably threw it out with Ogilvy's bib.
Was that Nurse Vivi?
You don't
Yeah.
want any of that.
It was
No?
the Princess of
No, she's out
Alabasta.
your league.
What league do you think I play in?
Old Timers Night?
Yeah, you're probably right.
She got you pegged.
Don't say I didn't warn you. You are here for your heart, after all.
My heart's been broken before. What's one more time?
Or she'll ride you into a heart attack.
The sunscreen in your future.
No, I'm never going outside ever again.
I wouldn't
Yeah.
swear off the sun entirely.
You're probably gonna have skin cancer.
How was your first shift back?
Slow start, finding my rhythm.
You a little rusty, James?
I think he feels like I let him down, because I did.
I think he feels like he let you down.
Around here, you think this was a passion play?
What's your take?
I worked with that man for 10 months while you were gone. He's not mad at you. He's mad at himself for failing you, Rusty James.
Really?
It's just more white knight, white
He
noise.
feels like he
That's how
let
it
you
is.
down. And if he had been a better mentor, you wouldn't have done the things you did.
Brave.
What you doing?
That's right. Sorry, I was just,
One of your TikToks? Yeah, about those. Listen, I'm not so sure.
I was just sharing.
No, I get it. I just, we do have HIPAA laws here. We don't let anybody film
I
in the
would never
hospital.
violate any HIPAA laws,
I
Dr. Robbie. I
understand.
swear
Even still, we're
She had things blocked off.
Dr. Robbie, I think you're...
out of touch. Probably. You would be the first to accuse me of it. However, when I was in medical
You
school...
didn't have cell phones or TikTok or internet or ICE agents coming in here and taking away patients and staff.
Oh,
I get it.
okay, Jay, stand up for yourself, girl.
We did have cell phones. Maybe not in the beginning.
You're a dinosaur, Robbie.
Where do you think you're going?
Home.
I kind of need you to hang out a little longer to help digitize some of these analog patient records.
Normally, I would, truly, but I gotta get home. Wife, baby, bed.
Okay.
Yeah.
Go get some rest. Don't tell anybody I let you go.
Deal. Safe travels. Be sure to send some pictures from the road.
Letting Donnie leave, but he's not letting anybody else leave. McKay's like, excuse me, I would also like to leave.
Time for this dinosaur to head to extinction.
Yes,
That's a real jam
please.
today. Can't thank you enough, Monica.
Hopefully you get in an accident on the way home.
You are the mama bear glue that holds this place together.
Don't cry. Dana, don't cry.
Okay?
No. Sad or scared of some fucking thing. I'm worried.
What's going on?
Robbie, I got a bad feeling. It's like I'm never gonna see him again after tonight.
You say something?
Yeah, he said a lot of things. You should talk to him. He listens to you.
He's a grown up. Just needs
He's
to
a
go on
grown up that's
vacation.
planning on ending his life.
They get him to promise to come back in one piece.
He doesn't like to listen.
So make him.
Check my DM.
Someone's gotta talk to him.
Batting 91 on 15 liters, BP 132 over 87.
Oh, you got a flag in your chest, buddy.
I'll call you back, baby.
Fam, watch where you're driving.
Man, this is on you. You went wide and you clipped the shit.
Bike shouldn't be parked there. It was sticking out. Had to be.
It was not.
Oh, no, you paying for this. You or the city, but you paying for this.
Seriously, we don't need this hassle.
I know. Fuck. How bad is it?
Not really good.
Toby Schneider, 32, took a beer bottle to the face, 12-centimeter lac. Out of my chest and shove it up your fucking ass.
Okay.
So you got Iwo Jima. You fucking cheated, man. Every detail must be.
You got Iwo Jima.
He's gonna shit.
You got this, Whitaker.
Hey, little help.
Just put your legs into it.
Bottle to the face, strong vital 12-centimeter facial lac. Yeah, where do you want us?
North 4 just got claimed.
Sir, we are gonna get you more pain meds, but you need to shut your fucking mouth.
It's one inhaler that combines an
God.
inhaled corticosteroid with a fast-acting, long-lasting
That's
beta
night shift, baby. Telling patients they need to shut their mouths.
What are my chances of getting off the table alive?
Once you're cleared by the heart and lung specialists next week, chances of death are low, like 1 or 2%.
And how
That's
long
not
would I
bad.
be in surgery for?
14 hours.
3 and 5 hours.
3 and 5, not bad.
It's long because they have to stop your heart. You will be on a heart-lung bypass machine, which will be circulating your blood while they repair the aneurysm with a graft.
Well, what's the
Damn.
graft made out of?
Steel.
Synthetic fabric called Dacra. Super strong.
New hoses, new gaskets. Then what happens after surgery?
You will be in the hospital for about a week. No work for 8 weeks after that. No strenuous activity. No lifting anything over 5 pounds.
Damn.
How am I supposed to take a piss?
Nice.
Can't lift his massive cock.
And how long till I'm back up to full speed?
3 months. Maybe
Damn,
more like
3
6,
months.
given your age.
6 months?
And if I don't get surgery?
You're dead within a year.
50% chance of death within 12 months if the aneurysm ruptures.
What would I feel if it ruptured?
Some chest pain, maybe some shortness of breath for about a minute before you pass down from blood loss.
And then the big fade out.
Roll the credits.
Quite the coin flip.
No conflict.
I mean,
This has to happen.
do the
But I do
surgery.
worry that you are not going to make your appointments or follow your aftercare instructions if I'm not here.
Sorry, Robbie. Abed asked for me to grab you for an MBA en route.
Do what you gotta do, man. I gotta sit with this for a minute.
You go ahead and get dressed. I'll come back.
That's a heavy thing to tell someone. To give them that sort of option.
Once more, I feel compelled to offer some unasked for and probably unwanted advice.
Okay.
Javati wasn't making a TikTok video. She's been posting about Jesse, trying to find someone who knows where he is.
Ah.
And even if she were making one of her videos, you ever watched one?
No.
They're informative.
No, my account was suspended for erotically seditious content.
What does
Well,
that
they're
mean?
not what you think. They're actually kind of cool. It's like this badass self-care. Okay, that is it. I'm going to bury myself in charting and try to dig my way out.
Edith Lynch, 46, right-sided chest pain for an hour.
I like McKay.
No STEMI on the 12 lead.
Dana?
Sausage team.
God bless America.
Hemodynamically stable. I'll put in a 20 French and then right up to the OR.
Wait, hold on. I need surgery? Sir, you have a collapsed lung. We need
Buddy.
to put a tube in your chest to see how much
You got
internal
Iwo
bleeding there
Jima.
is. Pull it out.
No, that's a bad idea.
Well, going up to ICU finally?
Yes.
Great. How you doing?
Is that a trick question or?
Not intended to be, no.
Then not great. This one got past me.
Well,
It didn't get
you tried
past
to find
you.
a viable payment plan. You tried to keep him here. You even tried to give him a goodie bag when he left. I'm not sure what else you could have done. This was the patient's call. His life, his mistake.
What mistake? Getting diabetes?
Not picking a higher spot to jump from.
Yeah. That was
History of
a
hyperlipidemia.
little callous, but he's not wrong.
Go ahead and repeat the 12 lead.
Since I'm here, I did want to ask you about something I observed earlier. Oh, you gotta be fucking kidding me.
What?
Look where these anterior
Oh,
leads are placed.
there's some
They're way too low.
tiggle
Holy
bitties.
shit, what's happening? Mrs. Lynch, VTAC. Charged and clear.
Let's repeat that EKG, please, with the leads in the right fucking place. Who are the medics on this?
Bosco and Otero.
Bosco and Otero. Okay, Bosco and Otero.
What did they do wrong? They just placed him too low?
Damn, what is that? That smells good.
Food from home. I can't do the cafeteria.
Oh, you gotta give me that recipe. I'm going home.
Get home safe.
Mm-hmm.
Bye-bye.
Hi. Hey. I'm starving.
Of course.
I will give you $20 for whatever that smell is.
I'll give you some. I made too much anyway.
Thank you.
Just give me a sec.
Yeah.
How can I help you?
Did I sense a little,
Hi. I remember you from earlier. You're having the family reunion, right? Yeah. Is your hand actively bleeding?
Oh, not so bad. Here, take a look.
Ugh! Ugh!
Yes, it was a bit noisy the 4th of Sticks night, but I called it. I have witnesses.
Sticks? The band?
Yeah.
What did you...
I never heard of him.
You never heard of Sticks?
Really? You never heard of Styx?
My Spotify ages in 62.
Mm-hmm. Are you okay?
Yeah, it's just an awkward position.
Go home.
He's back.
The leads were too low to catch it.
Yeah, it's not the first time it's happened. You get a male medic who's more concerned about getting sued or a complaint for undoing a bronch. See these anterior leads here?
Oh.
You're having a heart attack from
They
a
placed him too low because she got the tiggle bitties.
Lateral STEMI VTAC arrest got her back after one shock. She needs cath lab.
She had some heavy naturals and almost died because of it.
How are you feeling?
I'm really scared.
Hey, we've got you. Anything else?
Like I got kicked in the chest.
You kind of did.
No, block real quick. Go.
Where's Dr. Alashim?
She was
She
just
did.
here.
She does not want to be in the same room with you right now.
2 grams of Ansif, 100 milligrams of Gent for gram-negative coverage. How do you do this?
Oh, family reunion tug of war.
Will you wrap your hand around it? Yeah.
When we fell down, those bastards just kept pulling.
Dirty.
It's just the way we play.
Yeah, you should
Michael, you guys
learn how to play differently.
Not really, no. Well, how about showing me a little respect and finding one?
Hey, Caleb, are you feeling disrespected?
Given that you've been actively blowing me off all day, yeah, maybe a little bit. But I have a thick skin.
What can I do for you?
Should have found a higher place to jump from. It's an interesting diagnosis, doctor.
Well, he calls it like he sees it.
No pithy retort. Yeah, I didn't think so. I just came to say goodbye. I'm leaving soon. I know you are too.
Yes.
Keep my number handy, just in case, huh?
Yes, I promise I will. Thank you, kid.
We're gonna give you one diflucan pill to take home. Take it in 3 days if your symptoms persist.
How do I get there?
Where's that?
Home.
Do you know where you live?
Of course I do. It's not far, but I don't have a way to get there.
What?
How'd you get here?
My neighbor Gwen dropped me off, but she can't drive at night.
We could call you an Uber or a taxi.
I don't have any money.
Excuse me, can I help?
Mrs. Clymer has been discharged, but has no way home.
I'm so sorry. I don't mean to be a burden.
No burden at all. Why don't we call you a lift?
What is that?
It's a car?
My treat.
Wow.
Very kind.
Man's got so much money now that he's an actual doctor.
Could use some good karma.
Immediately finds his badge.
Oh, hey.
Relax, buddy. It's Advil.
No, I didn't think you...
You did come in kind of awkwardly.
I tweaked my back a little, lifting that overheated kid. I guess I should get used to playing through the pain again, huh?
Yeah.
You look like you got into shape since I saw you last. Didn't peg you as a gym guy.
Oh, no, I'm maybe more of a barn guy. I'm helping out a friend on the farm, so...
Nice.
Getting shredded.
Picturing Babe, except instead of Farmer Hoggett, it's you, and instead of a pig...
Can you cut the shit?
Excuse me?
What?
The sarcasm thing, the little buddy routine, like you're what? You're the skipper, I'm Gilligan? Dude, you're not the skipper.
I know, I'm not the skipper. Robbie is the skipper.
No, Robbie is the professor, Dane is the skipper.
Okay, somebody's watched a lot of Nick at Night, so who am I?
Play whatever part you like. Just don't pick mine for me.
I don't... What?
Okay, that's fair. You got it.
Thank you.
You headed home?
No, I'm waiting on Robbie. He asked me to house sit while
I
he's
feel like
gone,
that
so
was
I'm
out of
waiting for
nowhere.
The keys, the alarm code.
Nice. Nice, yeah, I've seen this place. You're in for a sweet setup.
Cool. I'm sorry if I came across a little strong.
Don't apologize for standing up for yourself. It's a healthy habit.
True facts, but also that kind of came out of nowhere.
Hey, Robbie. It was an accident, man.
What are you talking about?
Your bike.
Yeah, he gonna be mad.
Son of a bitch. Oh, motherfucker!
Robbie, GSW to the head.
Somebody hit my bike.
Dude, that sucks.
GSW to the head.
It better be.
We got more important things at the moment.
Was shooting a .22 caliber pistol in the air with an aluminum pot on his head for protection. Didn't work.
About a quart of Seagram 7 will probably light up a tuck screen like a Roman candle.
Why is he singing?
Start bucket.
Real wordsmith.
Entry
What?
one in the frontal scalp seems to have tracked on the forehead.
He's got his own lyrics to that song.
Gloria, Gloria, here's $1.
Sister works a full-time job and is the sole caregiver. Been there, done that.
Your parents were deported?
Oh, no, I thought she said departed.
Did either
Close
of you guys
enough.
work on the Revolutionary War reenactors earlier?
Why, do you think you could pull off a tricorn hat?
Maybe. I've always loved history, and Colonial Williamsburg is my favorite school trip. And you know, there's always the Ren Fair, but that's just once a year. How often do you think the reenactors get together?
She would like to join them.
You should definitely look into that.
Yeah, okay.
Oh.
Shit, this is just cosmetic. Bring it in tomorrow and
Yeah,
we'll
you'll
get
be
fine,
fine.
right?
Well, this will bend back. This will tighten up. I can do all
He's
that.
not bringing
Jesus,
nothing
let me
in
do it.
tomorrow.
No charge. What? You don't owe me anything except take care of yourself while I'm gone.
Boy, this record never stops, huh?
No, it's dance till you drop.
Then what?
Teach the kids the steps before you do.
And then what?
Hope they make it farther than you.
Make those appointments next week, you know. I'll call you from the road to make sure you do.
Don't do that, man.
What?
Or shine me on.
I'm not.
I get it. Hard place to leave, harder place to
Can't even
stay.
look at him.
Look, I'm not ready to say goodbye yet, so go do what you gotta do, and I'll get some tools from the truck and see if I can't make Bonnie smile again for you.
Okay.
Okay, then.
Can't even look at him.
Robbie, man, I'm so sorry. We've been on for 14 straight. I thought I cleared it.
It's all right.
Honestly, I feel terrible.
No real harm done. I was bound to nick it up on the road anyway. First blood drawn. It's a good omen, really.
Thought I'd be more pissed.
I thought you might get punched.
Well, it's just another sign of his suicidal tendencies, as he's not really that upset about things that should upset him.
Hey, man, what are we looking at?
Ran into a telephone pole, airbag deployed.
Seizure? Stroke?
Not sure. Possible C-spine.
Sir, you have a partial dislocation of 2 vertebrae in your neck. It's putting pressure on your spinal cord.
Okay.
Page neurosurgery.
Garcia went to go get them.
No, page overhead. Find Robbie. He's still here.
Any available neurosurgeon to ED trauma 1 stat?
Dr. Robbie?
He's taking a pill.
Yeah? You're needed in trauma 1.
He had to pinch it off. He probably pissed his pants a little bit.
Any delay in reduction almost guarantees complete spinal cord injury.
What other options do we have?
I saw neurosurgery do a closed reduction once in ICU.
Blind? That's crazy risky.
You gotta do something.
It's traction on the neck. You flex the dislocated side and into slight extension.
Quadriplegia if done wrong.
I'm sorry, what? Did you say quadriplegic?
No, we didn't say that. We didn't say that. Don't worry.
You want to try?
I've never seen it done. You have. I can't feel my feet.
Stat 79, 100% on our
He
breather.
is progressing, Dr. Langdon. What is your plan?
Fuck
neuro. This is right here, right now. This guy's gonna be a living head if we do nothing.
I could paralyze him.
Doctor the fuck up.
Lock the fuck in, Langdon.
2 vertebrae in your neck is putting pressure on your spinal cord. I can try to move the neck bones back into place. That could help. There's no guarantees. If we do nothing, the weakness is definitely going to get worse. But either way, there's still a chance of paralysis.
Hey yo, just popping in to say that this reaction is sponsored by my gaming channel. If you like video games, definitely subscribe to my gaming channel, linked in the description down below. I play all the latest games releasing over there. We just started Crimson Desert on the channel. That game's crazy. And we're about to start Soros, which looks super crazy and tough as well. So if you are interested in watching me play any of the biggest games releasing, subscribe down below. Your support over there would mean the absolute world. Other than that, though, back to the reaction.
Do it. Please. Please.
Hold down his shoulders for counter traction. Okay. I'm going to pull on your head. Your job is to try to relax, breathe, so we can overcome the muscle spasm.
Try and relax.
Flexing to the right.
Any change?
My legs are starting to tickle.
Last step. I felt something click.
Oh, fuck, oh, fuck.
I felt
Sir,
it too.
talk to us. What's going on? I think, yeah. I'm starting to breathe easy.
Any change in your hand or feet?
Let's go, brother.
Talk to me. Langdon just reduced the unifacet cervical dislocation.
What? Without neurosurgery? Don't try this at home, kids.
He was deteriorating quickly.
Look at that smile from
my
Robbie.
God, it's
He's so
definitely
proud.
Oh, my God. Nice job.
All right, repeat CT, then neurosurgeon can take him up for a halo. Brass balls, buddy. See? You haven't lost it.
Excuse me, I'm just going to step outside for a second.
We're back. We've never been more back. Frankie in the building. You're a
Langdon.
fucking rock star,
Honey, I
buddy.
just got a call from upstairs. Were you supposed to get a urine screen and turn it in by 8 tonight?
Fuck. Oh, no. Yes. Can you tell them that I was in a trauma? I'm going right now.
Where's he off to?
No idea. Did you find your ID badge yet?
No, I've looked everywhere.
It's probably inside a patient.
What?
Cow in labor.
I ordered a patient a lift. Now I have a $250 surcharge and a complaint on my account.
For what?
Sweet old lady.
Who apparently had some racist and abusive things to say right before puking in the back. You never know with
Damn.
some people.
Here goes my first paycheck.
Saint Huckleberry.
$250 was not your first paycheck. You made way more than that as a doctor.
I can see why you liked restoring this bike. You're a fixer. I fix bikes, but you fix people. That's pretty damn impressive, man.
Some people can't be fixed.
Look, I've done plenty of things I'm not proud of.
Yeah, me too.
No, bad things. Hurt people on purpose. Hurt myself. And I did my time, but that doesn't wash away the regret. I wish I'd done things differently. I think about it every day.
You know, they say that it's never too late to change.
Some things can't be changed, like death. Death can't be changed.
Hey, I know the surgery is scary.
I'm not talking about me.
He's saying if you make that choice, you can't come back from it, Robbie.
Yeah, I don't know if I want to be here anymore.
I don't know how you stand 12 minutes in there, let alone 12 hours, 20 years.
He's not talking about here.
No.
Here.
That's the only place I can be. I have purpose in there. I can be distracted in there. I don't know that I want to be anywhere anymore.
So what's the plan?
Right.
Toward what?
I don't know. Everything.
Well, that's not riding, that's running. That's your final lesson for these kids?
What's up, Robbie? Well, for these medics, Bosco,
It's
no
not
terror.
fun when you see the suicidal character on TV say
still on?
the exact
Not
words
much
you
longer,
have
was
said
looking for
in
you
your
two.
life before. That's not super great. Ugh.
Good thing she didn't need a 12 lead. Why's that? Because you guys put one on about a half hour to go wrong in Mr. Stemmy. Bullshit. 46-year-old woman, minute after you left, VTAC. Repeat EKG showed a massive lateral STEMI.
No way.
Because you didn't shift her heavy naturals out of the way.
What were you afraid of? Her bra?
What have we got?
Got a 22-year-old probable tib fib fracture from a 6-foot fall. Why don't you take her to Central 13?
Got it.
As
Right this
I
way.
was saying, bad data is shit data.
Maybe she was diaphoretic and they slid down en route.
Shit,
Break
some
my ass. She had big breasts. You didn't want to move out of the way to
gigantic
get under
titties.
her bra line.
Come on, Robbie.
Women are misdiagnosed for heart attacks all the time. This is a big reason why. Shall we put it to a vote? Hey, ladies in the room, show of hands. Death with modesty or life with brief nudity? Death or life? Look at that. Turns out women want to live.
You could have told us in private.
I think this was more instructive.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Hey, hell of a save your boy made. On the fly reduction of a unifacet
Kinda
cervical dislocation.
ironic
Some cowboy
that
shit.
Santos is now a fan of people
Ran off
being
for a drug
publicly
test.
berated in
Got
front of
you wish,
everyone
don't
for
have
not
to say
doing their
goodbye.
job right, but neither here nor there. I don't think he should have. I think you should have told him in private, but
Thank you for saying all that.
it's just another
I may
symptom
have
of
taken a slightly different approach, but
yeah.
I seem to have lost my filter.
I'm glad. I could use an honest second opinion on a case. Do you have 5 minutes to spare?
Sure, why not?
I have some experience with this, but I'd appreciate a fresh perspective.
After 14 hours, I don't know how fresh my perspective is, but I will give you what I got.
Well, after working with you, Dr. Rubinovich, I've come to respect your opinion.
Thank you, Dr. Elishimi. Likewise. Okay, patient is a 40-year-old female with a history of seizure disorder for the past 35 years. She had no perinatal complications and was an
Oh, this is her chart.
seizure activity following prolonged illness with viral meningitis. Her altered mental status from the infection. Ron, is this you?
Oh, what an episode, brother. Oh my god. Okay, great episode, other than one specific scene that kind of confused me, but otherwise, banger of an episode. Like, we're getting close to the end. We're basically at the end. It is tough. Like, I knew these last two episodes would hurt. And having Robbie have that conversation with Duke in the ambulance bay, where Duke is essentially being like, hey man, you're not going on this trip just to ride and like have a sabbatical. Like, you're actively running from your mental health. Like, you are afraid of what you will do if you stop and think and be alone with your thoughts. And so you're just running away, but you're going to end up killing yourself anyway. And then to have Robbie verbally out loud say, I don't know if I want to be here anymore. And then clarify he's not talking about the hospital. Like, the hospital's where he can be distracted. He's talking about he doesn't want to be anywhere. That scene was really hard to watch. And I didn't have a whole lot to say or a lot of like commentary to like add to that scene, because I was just trying to like hold myself together in that moment. It's really hard to watch like a prolonged story and story arc surrounding someone with like depression, well, not just depression, but like suicidal ideation that they're not necessarily acting on. Like, it's clear that they have it and they're not necessarily acting on it, but then also seeing clear signs that they're about to act on it. Like, that is really tough because it hits really close to home for me. Like, yeah, it's just a lot. It's really hard. It's extra hard and cutting to see that character say out loud like the exact things that you have thought in your head and said out loud. Like, it's really hard. And oh my god, it's tough. And then yeah, their whole conversation where he's like, you know, what's the plan? Like, why are you teaching these kids to dance, hoping they make it farther than you do? And him being like, is this your last lesson for these kids, that you know, they need to run away from their pain, and that if they can't take it, they need to kill themselves? Like, is that what you're teaching them? And Robbie's realization in that moment of like, frick, like if I wanna feel good about leaving, like, I can't do it this way. And it's a lot. It's tough. Like, that was a really, really hard scene to watch. Duke is so good though. Duke being like, hey, let me work on your bike tomorrow. Like, bring it into the shop tomorrow. And Robbie being like, no, I'm not taking it into the shop tomorrow because I'm never going to see you again, essentially. And then him being like, well, at least let me work on it in the ambulance bay. Like, if I can even delay you leaving, that is fine with me. Like, he's such a gem of a person. And he's also kind of going through not quite the same thing as Robbie. Like, not even remotely the same thing, but like, it tangentially touches on the same stuff, where he's having to make a choice at the same time of what he wants to do, if he wants to confront his problem head on, or if he wants to ignore it and potentially have it blow up in his face afterwards, right? Like, it's super on point for Robbie to be like, hey, you need to get this surgery done. You need to address this issue head on, because if you don't address this issue head on, even if it's 3 to 5 hours of you being unconscious in surgery, like even if it is a daunting task that you need to go through for it to get fixed, you still need to do it. Because if you don't get it fixed, you know, a year from now, there's a 50% chance that you will be dead. And it is kind of a direct parallel to Robbie's issue of like, you know, the, not aneurysm, but whatever the thing he has in his chest is, substitute that for Robbie's depression and suicidal ideation. It's like, hey man, if you don't address this head on, if you don't go through the painful process of addressing your feelings and talking to a therapist and doing these things, like if you don't go through the proper procedure to heal, there is a significant chance that in a short period of time you're gonna be dead. Like that, it's just it's so fitting that those two have these like twin issues that aren't technically the same but are basically the same. And then they have that conversation in the ambulance bay where Duke is like, you know what, man, like you want me to do this, but you're teaching these kids that they can just ignore the problems, and if they have pain they can run away and kill themselves. And you know, like it's real tough. It's real tough. Things that I really liked, I liked Javati standing up for herself when Robbie was like, hey, stop doing TikToks. And then McKay standing up for her as well, being like, she's posting about Jesse. Also, her TikToks are very informative. Also, she's not violating HIPAA. I don't know. Robbie being like, we have HIPAA laws here. If she's like I know if she was filming in a certain way where like patients were in the background or whatever, like that would theoretically violate HIPAA, I blinds. But if she's like in a room, like in a bay or whatever, like with the blinds pulled, like filming at an angle where she's the only one that can be seen, no like verbal stuff from other people's charts or anything like that, like I feel like that is completely fine, doesn't violate HIPAA at all. So I think Robbie was just kind of judging a situation, you know, letting everything else factor into his opinion on that situation, even though he was wrong. And I like Javati being like, sorry you didn't have internet or cell phones when you were my age. And he's like, well, we did, just not at the beginning. Like I feel like even in that moment, like that little sarcastic response, like after she's out of the room being like, we did have phones, just not at the beginning. Like I feel like even in that moment, that was him recognizing like, okay, yeah, might have been a little out of line. She's probably right there. Like, it's whatever. He was probably going to move on. But I liked McKay afterwards being like, you should check them out. Like, they're actually very informative, very helpful. Like, she's helping a lot of people with her TikToks, and she's doing it from a medically sound perspective. Like, just chill out. I also liked Abbott telling that guy to shut the fuck up. That was so funny. Like, this guy's just screaming. He's screaming for more meds. And Abbott is like, yeah, man, we'll get you meds. You just need to shut your effing mouth. Like, it is quintessential overnight shift. Like, that is the way that every service industry person, doctor, retail worker, whatever, that is exactly how everyone wants to talk to customers or patients. Like, anytime some dumb old person comes in and is complaining about how they don't know how the internet works, they don't know how their computer works, and they expect you to fix it, and you're like, I don't know what's going on, and they're like, then what good are you? Why am I paying for this? And you're like, you literally just want to be like, shut the frick up. Like, do you want me to help you or not? If you want help, you need to shut your mouth. Like, it's just, it's so frustrating for him being like, yeah, man, like, you have a flag in your chest. Like, if you want me to help you, you need to shut up. Like, it's just, like, you know, we're doctors. You know we're gonna help you. You don't need to keep screaming. I love that. I love Abbott so much. And I love him telling Dana that she's the mama bear glue. Oh, that was so precious, so precious. And then she's crying, and he's like, oh, are you okay? And she's like, no, I need you to talk to Robbie. And he's gonna talk to Robbie next episode. Showed in the preview. That's good. What else did I like? What else did I like? What else did I like? I liked Dr. Al Hashimi going to Robbie and being like, hey, I do need a second opinion on this chart. And it's her own chart. That's going to be interesting because next episode, she is like, hey, I'm fully capable of running this thing and being in charge. And he's like, I don't think you are. Like, you don't think you are. Like, why are you lying to yourself? Because she, like, realistically, she should not be, one, she should not be in charge of an ED. Two, she should not be, like, legitimately even working in the ED in any capacity. Like, to be in a department where you have to make sometimes split-second decisions to save someone's life, you cannot afford to be having, like, absence seizures where you just zone out. Like, if you're helping a patient or, like, a specific procedure, you need to cut a certain way or hold something or do something in a certain cadence or amount of time, and you have a seizure and just zone out, and that person dies, that's fully on you. And you, like, that's not something, especially if it's uncontrolled, like, that's not something you can continue to have in an ED department. Like, you can't, even if it's just not even an attending, but like a regular doctor or a nurse or anything going on, like, you just can't. Like, she has to find a different field to work in. Like, if that's not something she can get under control, she needs to go into, like, pathology or something where she's literally, behind a desk writing stuff. Like, she can't be actively hands-on with patients if she's gonna zone out whenever she has a seizure, especially when they're increasing in frequency. Like, I love her and she's great, and I think she's coming back for season 3, but, like, she needs to get that under control. Right? She's calling her neurologist mid-shift, panicking because her seizures are increasing, and maybe she hadn't had one in months, and she had one there, and then is like, okay, I need to call because this is concerning. She actually had 2. I think she called after the second one. So yeah, her being like, I just had 2 seizures in one day after maybe not having them for a month or a year or whatever. And then she does it again, like 3 in one day is a lot, especially if you are working with patients hands-on. So that is definitely something she needs to get under control. And her showing Robbie, one, shows trust in him that he's a good doctor, and he isn't, like, he's gonna be impartial about it. Like, he's not gonna be super kind and like, oh, you're fine, we'll get this sorted out, it's Gucci, whatever. And he's not gonna be, like, super rude, because he's like, even though he is abrasive sometimes, he's straightforward and tells the truth. Like, she can get a very unbiased opinion from him, and he's basically gonna tell her she can't work, and I don't know if she's gonna be thrilled with that next episode. But I liked that. Robbie, this episode was so interesting. Like, some of the things he did, when he told Mohan that Orlando should have found a higher spot to jump from. Like, that is crazy. I mean, he's not wrong. It, like, based on everything we've seen, it is at least clear to me that Orlando tried to kill himself, right, to alleviate his family of that $100,000 of medical debt, and he did not choose a high enough spot to jump from, and now made himself a vegetable, essentially. And while he's not wrong, it is a crazy thing to say, especially with the psychiatrist, like, 10 feet away. That's crazy. Like, he be wildin'. Robbie be wildin'. His filter is gone. In the moment with the paramedics, so they bring in this lady with whatever, I forgot what issue she had, but they put some, like, leads on her, and they put them too low because she had some gazungas, and because they put it too low, they missed something, and she almost had a heart attack, essentially, or she did have a heart attack. Whatever. The point is, they missed something because they put the leads on too low. Like they didn't want to move her boob to like get it in the correct spot. And Robbie very accurately and necessarily points out like, hey, a lot of women with large breasts are more at risk of dying with heart-related issues because a lot of men don't want to move their breast out of the way to get accurate readings. It's also a reason why if like a woman is drowning or other whatever situation where CPR might be involved, a lot of men don't necessarily want to do CPR on a woman because they don't want to run into a situation where they get falsely accused of something. Like that's a legitimate thing. Like I saw a post not that long ago discussing this subject, and most of the male replies were like, yeah, I'm just not gonna risk that because it's too easy to run into a situation where you get accused of assault when you tried to help someone. Like it's just not not a situation a lot of men want to get in. And Robbie being like, yeah, that's gonna lead to a lot of people dying. And he's right. Like if you work in the medical field and you're a man, you have to be, willing to do that. And whether it be if they are conscious enough and able-bodied enough for you to be like, hey, do you mind lifting your boob up real quick? And they can just be like, yeah, like lift it up themselves. Or if you use the back of your hand or whatever, or you just are like, hey, I don't have time to worry about decency. I'm moving your tit and I'm putting this under there. Like it's necessary. Like you have to, yeah, you want to treat these women with dignity and respect, but at the end of the day, it is more important that they live through the situation. And so I liked Robbie pointing that out to them. I don't know if I necessarily loved the approach, right? Like he chose the approach of publicly shaming them, which, it got the point across for sure. Like it was effective. And I think maybe a lot of the women in the room were probably like, hell yeah, buddy. Like, thanks for standing up for us. And so it was effective for sure. I kind of agree with the paramedic there of like, hey, you could have just told us this in private. Like you didn't need to make this a whole thing where you publicly humiliate us. And Robbie was like, well, I think this was probably more effective. And he's probably right there too. It is more effective when you get publicly shamed for something. One thing that I did notice, I want to point out and just like subtly point out, Santos being like agreed. Like she seemed pleased that those men were publicly called out for doing their jobs wrong and publicly humiliated in front of a lot of their peers. And that is, I just want to point out just a teensy tiny bit of hypocrisy from Santos there. She actively has been crashing out for 10 months about how Langdon did the same exact thing to her on, granted, her first day. Maybe that was the bigger issue, is that it was her first day and whatever. But it's just kind of interesting and ironic that she has made such a big deal about Langdon publicly berating her in front of most of the emergency department and telling her that she's bad at her job, which again I also agree was a bad thing for him to do. I want to be clear about that. He should not have done that, and she is right to be upset about that. It's just kind of interesting how she seems to be perfectly fine and actually somewhat pleased about what Robbie just did, given it's the same exact thing. So just putting that out there just a tiny bit, and this is not me ragging on Santos. It's just like slightly pointing out a tiny bit of hypocrisy there. What else? What else happened in this episode? Whitaker lost his badge. Who knows what's going on with that? Speaking of Whitaker, him and Langdon, like that. So I mentioned there was one scene that I didn't really like, and it was the Langdon and Whitaker scene in the break room. I feel like that came out of nowhere. like I guess so. Okay, So, yeah, Langdon is taking Advil in the break room, and Whitaker comes in, and he is kind of like, he gives him a look where it's just immediately awkward as soon as he comes in the room, and Langdon picks up on it, and he's like, relax, it's Advil. And I get it, because that's the second time this episode that Whitaker has, like, made the situation awkward regarding Langdon and his, stealing of drugs. And then, yeah, so whatever. He's like, relax, it's Advil. And he just talks about how he tweaked his back, whatever. And then what I felt like was an attempt to alleviate some of that tension, right? Like I think Langdon realized in that moment that he came across a little harsh in that moment of like, okay, I kind of just crashed out at you for a half second when you didn't say anything. You just walked into the room. You probably didn't deserve that. And so I felt, I was watching that scene and I thought that was just like the most, surface level, like coworker talking to each other conversation that I've seen. Like, I don't know what made Whitaker just like flip out all of a sudden, right? Like Langdon is like, hey, you look like he's just trying to be nice to him. Like he wasn't like, I saw some people mention like him little brothering him, and I think Whitaker said the same thing in the scene, and I was like, I didn't get that at all from that scene. Like he was literally just like, hey, you look like you've been working out, like I haven't seen you in a while. And I don't know if other people seemingly see that and hear that line and be like, oh, he's being condescending. Or he's trying to be an older brother and be like, oh, look who's all big and strong now. You used to be tiny. I don't think that's what that was. I think he's just being nice and trying to cut the tension with a bit of small talk and being like, hey, man, like how a lot of guys will talk to each other and be like, you're looking strong, you're looking big, like have you been hitting the gym lately? And it's Whitaker who takes it farther and is like, no, I have been doing more farm stuff. And like even that response from Whitaker seemed super chill and super natural. And then Langdon being like, oh yeah, like I'm picturing you on the farm, like, and he makes, I don't know if he made a reference or what, maybe the reference is what made Whitaker crash out. Maybe he didn't like the reference. I don't know. He's like, I picture you as like farmer whatever, but instead of this, it's you. And he's like, I assume he's essentially being like, I'm picturing you like lifting heavy things on the farm or whatever. But Whitaker's like, cut the shit, and it's like, what? What do you mean? Like, if I was in that exact conversation and I was in and I was in Langdon's spot and Whitaker came at me with cut the shit and cut the sarcasm, I would be like, what are you talking about? Like, I would be so confused where I would be like, why are you yelling at me right now? I'm trying to have normal, coworker small talk with you and you're losing your mind at me. Like, I don't understand. And I looked online to try and see other people's perspectives, and I saw, like I said, I saw people being like, oh, he was being condescending and little brothering him, and I was like, where are you seeing that in that conversation? Like, do you guys not have coworkers? Like, it's baffling that people saw that scene and were like, Langdon is being condescending, he's being rude, he's treating him like a new intern. And it's just Langdon having the most basic, small talk conversation with a coworker I have ever seen. And then Whitaker being like, don't assign my role for me. And I don't know if Langdon was necessarily doing that. Like, he was just making a small little joke about him like getting yoked on a farm, and he maybe him being like, yeah, I'm imagining this fake scenario where instead of this farmer it's you. Maybe that's what Whitaker means by don't assign a role to me. But like, like, it just seems like I don't know. Maybe it's a situation of like, hey, you were mean to my friend, and so I'm gonna pick the smallest hill possible to die on right now and just crash out at you, you know, for her. I don't know. Like it could. That's probably the more likely situation, is that Whitaker has just been hearing all these things about Langdon, and then like not 2 hours ago, he has Santos like fully lay it out for him of like why she's so upset with Langdon, and maybe that's why he did it. Like he's trying to defend his friend in some regard, and maybe he just picked like the smallest slight possible that he could even think of, like, because I feel like Langdon didn't slight him at all. Like he was just being perfectly cordial to him, trying to be nice and establish a co-worker relationship. And I feel like Whitaker I feel like Whitaker conjured something essentially out of midair, conjured something out of nothing to crash out on. And I think even he realized it, because he was immediately like, my bad, it's just been a long day. And I liked Langdon being like, don't apologize for standing up for yourself. Granted, I don't think he needed to stand up for himself in that moment, because Langdon didn't do anything that required that. I don't know. Maybe it's just that I didn't understand the reference that he was making in that scene. But I feel like a lot of people also didn't, because the general consensus that I've seen online is that the vast majority of people were confused and kind of caught off guard by Whitaker's crash out. Like that was not the expected result from that like course of dialogue. So I think maybe in the writer's room they needed to either go over that again or find a different reference that more people understood or something. Like, I don't know. Like maybe have the crash out happen in a different scenario, in a different episode. I don't know. Like maybe that was somehow the best spot that they could find to fit it in, but it just did not work at all for me. Like it made zero sense of why Whitaker was crashing out, and it just came out of the blue, and I was like, what is happening? Like that's probably the only scene in honestly the whole season that I just straight up didn't like. Now, my favorite scene in the whole episode also involved Langdon. And that's with the guy that comes in with the neck injury, and we have Langdon, we have Cruz, and then we have Abbott and Robbie all kind of filter in and out throughout that scene. And like this guy is losing feeling in his limbs, like his paralysis is getting worse, and it's essentially like, hey, we do this crazy risky procedure to try and stop that, right? Like if we get this right, he has feeling in his limbs again. If we get it wrong, he's paralyzed. But also if we do nothing, he's paralyzed. So we might as well send it. And Langdon's the only one that's seen it done, and him like not knowing if he should do it, and like he's kind of questioning himself when Robbie's like, what's your plan? And he's like, oh, maybe this, I don't know. And I liked Robbie being like, hey, doctor the fuck up. Like, love that. Like it's a like a moment of like, I feel like that one line is kind of a whole conversation in itself, right? Like earlier in the season, Robbie tells him to his face, like, I don't know if I want you working in my emergency department. When he's talking to Dana a couple episodes ago, or last episode, he says, I don't know, like, I don't want him working here. And all these things. And then last episode, you have Langdon questioning his abilities and if he should be here. Granted, he had a nice talk with Mel, and that one patient was like, thank you. But again, that didn't completely alleviate things. And I feel like this one line from Robbie is essentially him being like, you believe you're good enough and well enough to be back here? Show me that you deserve to be here, right? Like, show me you are a good enough doctor to be here, and that you are on top of your game enough to do good doctor things. If that makes sense. Like show me who you are. Remind me of why you are my guy. right? And Langdon being like, all right, like, I'm gonna grab your neck, you guys do that thing, and it's very intense, and like he's pulling real hard, and he gets that guy, and he like fixes the neck, and it's like it's a crazy moment where everyone in the room is like, holy shit. Like, that is some rock star shit that he just did. And you would have Abbott coming in being like, what just happened? And Cruz is like, he just did the dislocation. Like, oh, like Cruz is just like, that was incredible. And then you have Abbott being like, dude, you got balls. Like, that is absurd. Like, that is crazy stuff that you just did that. And then you have this look on Robbie's face where you can tell he is so proud. Like, he is simultaneously like amazed at what Langdon just did, and he's also like proud, but he's still like, there's still like some pain behind that proud smile, and it's just like, oh my god, it was a brilliant scene. And then you have Langdon being like, I need to step out real quick, and like, he low-key has a panic attack due to the like overwhelming joy and high that he just got from Robbie telling him good job. Like, his smile where he's just like, I'm fucking back, baby. Like, that is all he needed in that moment, was just the tiniest bit of Robbie being like, good job. Like, you are not only just saying good job, but like Robbie directly laying the challenge in front of him and being like, if you are a good doctor, show me you're a good doctor. And then he is a rock star doctor, and Robbie being like, good job. Like, I'm proud of you. It's just like, it's so good. And especially when, like, on top of that, he gets that piece of advice from Ellis, where Ellis is like, hey, he's not mad at you. He's mad at himself. Like, I feel like that unlocked something in Langdon as well, where he realizes, like, oh, like, I don't need to necessarily worry about Robbie being pissed at me about something, because he's not mad at me. He's mad at himself because he feels like me failing was actually his failure. And it's just kind of like, I feel like it just rewired some things in Langdon's brain where he's like, okay, there's less that I need to worry about. I'm a good doctor. I just showed Robbie I'm a good doctor. And it looks like in next episode, he's going to give Robbie some advice as well about, you know, getting help. And that's going to be a very interesting conversation. But yeah, man, this show, it's so good. I think that's all I have to say about this one, though. Definitely let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. I'm very curious to see how you guys feel. Otherwise, if you enjoyed my reaction, please leave a like on the video. It means a lot to me. If you're new here, hit subscribe, ring the bell so you're notified when I upload. And then if you want to see the full uncut version of this reaction, consider supporting me on Patreon. That is linked in the description down below. You just sync up your own copy of the episode and you can watch along with me. And then lastly, if you like video games, definitely subscribe to my gaming channel, also linked in the description down below. But other than that, thank you for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time.